there, my very good friends. On today's wrestling news, why Triple H missed Raw.
Triple H holiday picks could land you in hot water.
Tony Khan has high praise for an AEW star.
And the real reason why Bryan Danielson is back in AEW. I'm Adam Wilborn.
And I'm Danny Baker.
And this is the news. Doorstep challenge time.
Yes, it is. We're going to pour some detergent on you with the news. Triple H, you want to know why he missed Raw this week? I didn't even know.
Where was he?
He wasn't there. He was missing in action, baby. He was on the front line. If the front line in this case is a TV show.
I was going to say, it's probably something really important, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kill Tony, mate.
Excuse me?
That's Tony Hinchcliffe's TV show.
Yes.
I've never seen an episode, but obviously he's very closely aligned with WWE. He did the roast at WrestleMania this year. They've done some other bits and pieces here and there as well, of course. But yeah, Triple H revealed this on Pat McAfee's show yesterday. He said that he was actually asked about the planned contract signing between Stephanie Vacquet and Io Sky. I was trying to think of a weird way I could butcher. Sky's a hard name to mispronounce. But he was asked about that, and we'll talk about Stephanie later on.
Yeah, on the afternoon's got some more details on that.
Yeah, it's weird. And he seemed a bit confused as to that. It seemed like he didn't know that hadn't happened.
Just hadn't watched the show,
which is mental. And he said, "To be honest, I was not there last night. I haven't had a chance to watch the show yet. I did kill Tony last night. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. I forgot it was a secret that I'm not on there until Monday. It was fun." I mean, you can tell from that it totally wasn't a secret. He just made that bit up. But yeah, he's going to be on that show. So he was away filming that instead of controlling Raw for the evening. I mean, it was a pretty newsworthy episode of Raw with AJ Lee making her return to the show, cutting her promo and all of that stuff. And then the match being set for WrestlePalooza. Of course, the Usos stuff, the Jay heel tease things that are going on. So a pretty eventful episode of Raw. You'd think that Triple H would have set out much of that in advance, but I was really interested to see that he didn't know the contract signing hadn't actually happened.
Huh?
What's happened there? What's going on there? Has Bruce Pritchard gone rogue and gone, nope, don't need that? Yeah. I have no idea.
I want more impromptu matches on this show. There was a lot of them on Monday night.
Yeah.
Unless it was just some sort of confession that he'd committed a murder, I suppose.
Maybe he killed Tony.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It is. I think Kill Tony might be the one. I've seen clips of it online. I think it's like, if Kill Tony's the one I'm thinking of, it's one of the Tony Hinchcliffe vehicles. It's where they get like aspiring comedians to come out and do a bit of a stand-up routine, and they have like a panel of people. There's people like Shane Gillis that I've seen on there before. Quite entertaining stuff, to be honest. I don't know how Triple H is going to work on there, but if that's what I'm thinking of, then okay, fine. I mean, would have been nice for you to maybe check in on what's going on your flagship show, but... it felt a bit like... I enjoyed Monday night. The Dudleys less so, as you may have seen on our Raw review. But I enjoyed Monday night. But I do understand people's frustration with the sort of impromptu-ness of a lot of the matches.
I get it.
It did feel a little bit rudderless, so that kind of explains it.
Yeah, I get it.
But you think you'd have said, don't do this and make sure you do this, not just, well, not my problem, not my job.
Well, it's the kind of thing, like, with all the impromptu matches, it's the kind of thing where you can get away with doing it, like, once in a show, but when it's over and over and over again, it's a bit like, what the heck is going on? It's the same principle as any promotion, be it AEW, WWE, WCW, ECW, XYZ, LMNO, POW.
WCPW.
Yeah, like, it's the same as, like, any promotion running, like, several distractions or ref bumps or whatever on the same show. It's like, when you do these things over and over and over again within the confines of the exact same show, they get boring, people get tired of them, and people will complain about them online and point them out as a flaw in the booking, which is the right thing to do.
Absolutely.
So yeah, a bit more continuity. Maybe him not being there impacted the continuity a little bit.
I just find it so weird. Like, when you're off, or I'm off, or the Dudley's off, or Phil's off, or whatever, like, we don't just go, do whatever. You say, like, can you and Hamlet do the news tomorrow night? Or I'll say, well, we'll do some podcasts with these people instead. Triple H apparently just goes, do what you want.
Yeah.
I want a Tony Hinchcliffe show.
I don't care. Tony Hinchcliffe's more important.
I'm having a night off, Jesus.
Yeah, so, not a show I'm familiar. I don't think it's really big over here, right? No. I think... Yeah, culturally it hasn't translated in the UK. Is it even on over here? I have no idea. No idea at all.
I've just seen it on like reels and stuff.
Yeah. The first time I became aware of Tony Hinchcliffe, I think it would have been like years ago when clips of Joe Rogan insulting him for liking wrestling showed up.
Yes,
online.
he was the sort of defender of wrestling.
Yeah.
He went when Jake the Snake went on Rogan, he was there to sort of be the conduit to be like, Here's how wrestling works, Joe.
Yeah, because if you don't, Jake the Snake will kill you.
Yes.
With a snake. His career has certainly taken a few turns since then, Tony's.
Yep, that's fair.
But we'll leave it at that, shall we?
Indeed, and tell you what else we should leave alone, and that's pictures of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon on holiday. These were everywhere.
Oh yeah, there's none in the video, just in case.
Yes, please don't come after us, because if you were one of the people posting those pictures of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, first of all, if you're one of those knobheads commenting on it, it's people on holiday, just maybe leave them alone. Like, I don't care who it is. This isn't a tribal thing. Yeah. The only funny thing was the fact that, a bit like me, he still wears the same swim shorts from about 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're going to take the piss, right, that's what you should take the piss out of.
Body shaming, any of that nonsense.
Although, actually, I think having the same pair of shorts for 20 years rocks. So, yeah, like...
We were talking on the podcast yesterday, and I doubt any of us will be able to fit into it, about clothes we were wearing back in 2005. And I was saying, I reckon if I dig deep enough in my wardrobe, I can still pull out some, Dan Lassac and Scroobius Pip t-shirt that I've got from back in the day. Anyway, so everyone was sharing those images, but you shouldn't have done, because you're in real trouble legally, potentially.
Yeah, IRS is coming for you.
So Fightful Select learned that people who had posted the images had received legal notices. Now, we're not sure if this is, according to Fightful, like just a cease and desist, stop posting these images, or a little bit more than that. It should be pointed out that it was intimated that it was the photo agency as opposed to WWE or the family. But also a number of people within WWE were frustrated about the images getting out there. It was seen quite understandably as an invasion of privacy, regardless of any of the legality involved with it. It's paparazzi. It's disgusting. Personally, I hate it. I have no interest in these sorts of things. But maybe check your mailbox if you did post one of those images.
Yeah, you might have a letter from Erwin R. Shyster, brother.
Yes.
This I mean, it's paparazzi, isn't it? It's like it's the most reviled industry on earth, or one of them, obviously.
Yeah.
They invade people's privacy. They take photos. We covered a little bit of the Triple H stuff, but in response to the body shaming that was going on, like we covered the JBL quote where he was like, "Shut up, fatties," basically. Which was quite funny. But yeah, look. Ultimately, Triple H is a man in his 50s who has had a heart attack. I thought he looked great.
Yeah, I really please no one ever post images of me. I'm never going to post images of me on holiday unless I'm absolutely jacked to the gills.
Yeah, exactly. Let me tell you, when I'm walking around with like a big, massive, muscular physique, that which will never happen, by the way.
But if me and Andy are all-inclusive drinking from sunrise to sunset, no thank you.
What's that? The bar's open at 10 a.m. Oh, that's a shame.
Hang on, let me just swim up to it.
Yeah. Let me get 2 pints, sir, if anything.
Actually, I think I've shared an image of me on holiday on this channel, and it was the one where I went to Dominican Republic and got so horrifically sunburnt that was like, it looked like those drumsticks, like the pink and the white. That was my arse and the rest of my body, basically.
Good stuff. It's all in the fun.
But
I get it. Like, and it's just... Yeah, like the body shaming stuff was what got me, because he's retired and he's had health problems.
Even if they're like, remember when people were like, Seamus is a bit chubby. Sorry, say that to his face. Go on.
Exactly. And then like a month later,
he just came back early. He wasn't ready.
Yeah, exactly.
Regardless of all that, I did find it funny as well the other day when people were saying that AEW or MJF and Alicia and what have you were annoyed about people posting their wedding photos, and it was like, other people did post them online. It wasn't like these got leaked or paparazzi or anything like that. Luckily, the one I posted obviously was the one I took, being at the wedding as one of MJF's best friends.
Of course.
He's my best friend.
Of course.
Kip Sabian claimed he took that photo.
Yeah, come on, Kip. What are you up to, man?
We've all got phones, mate.
What are you up to? That is a super bad lie, brother.
Good stuff.
Right.
Who's this AEW star getting praise?
Yeah, Harley Cameron.
Oh, good.
This is Tony Khan. He was on the Battleground podcast.
That he was.
Not the EWR Battleground. Real ones know what that is.
Yeah, has he got a lot to say about NXT Battleground? Why is he...
Yeah. He said it was an incredibly valuable wrestler. That's what he said about Harley Cameron, by the way. He was asked about her on the show. Here's what he said. It's very Tony, obviously, so I'll just read it. She's a great talent. He's got 2 greats in there in the first
Already
sentence.
straight out
I
the
love
gate.
it. Absolutely, we're really lucky to have Harley Cameron in the AEW. She's worked so hard. She hasn't been wrestling that long, and it's amazing. She's gotten very, very good in the ring, but she has so many other talents outside the ring too, and it's like Harley can do almost anything. So I'm a big fan of Harley Cameron, and I think she brings a really, really valuable perspective to AEW, somebody that might be very different than what they had imagined a pro wrestler would be like. She sings, she raps, she dances.
She's amazing.
She ventriloquisms. She does it all, baby.
Look, I love Harley Cameron. I think you're right. I think she is one of the most, in the last few years, in terms of like new people coming on the scene, one of the most talented and entertaining people in wrestling.
Very expressive.
Because, yeah, it could just be one of those things that you're like, okay, you can sing, you can dance, you can do ventriloquism. Then the bell's got to ring. But I think she's come on leaps and bounds in ring. Obviously, her and Chris Statlander are undefeated. For me, they should be the ones to dethrone Bro Dido. She laid out the challenge on Dynamite last week.
Hey, listen, Chris Statlander versus Brody King. I'm just saying. That would be sensational.
But yeah, I think she's more than deserving of this praise. Obviously, you know, she's just someone who's really set an example, I think, for everyone, not just female wrestlers, about like, just because you've come in and you're sort of considered to be this sort of a performer, absolutely, look, showcase your talents. And I think I would not be surprised if by the end of next year she's won a title within AEW.
I agree.
A bit too early now. Although if they bring in women's tag titles...
Yeah, which I don't think they should do, personally.
Me neither, but
there was a bit of a clamour for her to win the TBS from Mercedes in February at Grand Slam, but I didn't think it was quite right.
Not the right person for me.
No, not at that time.
No.
I think she still needed a bit more seasoning at that point, even though it was a pretty good match, I thought, across the board. But yeah, look, she's extremely multi-talented. She can do...
What personality, yeah.
What kind of performance has she not done, right? Like, she's good at it all. She can sing, dance, rap, all of this stuff. She did a diss track on Mercedes before their match, which was fun.
The mini Mercedes.
Yeah. I mean, your mileage might vary on the puppets, but like, regardless, she is good at it.
Yeah.
She is good at doing the Punch and Judy thing. So, hey, good for her. Very, 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 like, considering she started in QTV of all things.
She did, didn't she?
Yeah, as well.
I miss QTV.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
It's a pretty big blow up, really.
Yeah, incredible.
So, hats off. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and I think working alongside someone like Chris Statlander is only going to help her going forward as well.
Chris is a beast, so awesome.
I'll tell you someone who's almost as talented as Harley Cameron, and that's Bryan Danielson. He's quite good. That's my hot take of
the American Goblin.
Yeah,
that's
what they call him.
Daniel Ryan.
He's no dummy.
Shout out
that
Dan
should
Ryan.
have been a segue. Yes, so you may have seen on the Dynamite episode from Glasgow, we had Bryan Danielson on guest commentary, and then over the weekend, just gone, it was announced that he is going to be joining the Dynamite commentary team on a full-time basis, and this is, as Andy said, off the back of his appearances on Forbidden Door. Tony Khan was on the Battleground podcast, I think we might have mentioned that already, talking all about Bryan and explaining the justification behind it, mentioning the Forbidden Door role that he played. He said... 2 for 2 in quotes, Tony, mate. I think Bryan's a great star!
You did have to do the voice.
People want to see Bryan Danielson on television and hear him on television. He's very intelligent, insightful. He's got things to say when he does talk. He's got loads of knowledge, of course, across wrestling, he mentioned as well. I thought Bryan would be a great part of the commentary team. Did a fantastic job on Forbidden Door. Talked about maybe after his promotional tour of Australia, him joining us on Wednesday, and it worked out perfect, and he'll be joining us tomorrow night. That's tonight now, of course, for Wednesday Night Dynamite as a host commentator, providing his really, really valuable insights into pro wrestling. I think it's great anytime we're able to bring Bryan Danielson to do anything in AEW, but especially to provide intelligent, insightful commentary on pro wrestling. And yes, he's going to be starting from tonight officially. I think people still want to see him step between those ropes, and he's still going to do that, I sense, at some point.
Yeah.
But in the interim, he's just such an entertaining presence and a knowledgeable presence on commentary too.
I give it about 24 hours before he is acknowledged as the best commentator in AEW.
Yeah.
He's been great at it already, and I think he will be great week to week as well.
Great.
I think that AEW has needed a bit of a commentary refresh.
I agree, a bit of a shake-up.
Yeah, bit of a shake-up. I think that Excalibur is effectively trying to do about 3 jobs at once.
He is, yeah, spinning a lot of plates.
And he never slows down when he's like he feels like he has to fill so many gaps on commentary. I feel like he could use a bit of a hand in that regard. I think that I love Tony Schiavone and I love Taz. Performance-wise, are they quite where they were in like 2020, 2021?
They're having a great time.
They're having a good time. They're having a good time. I love them both. Taz still cracks me up every time, and he's good as the third man. He's awesome at that. Yeah. Just chiming in every now and then with a bit of technique or a quip.
The technique stuff's better, I think, than necessarily when someone's been put in a body bag, going body bag Jones. Just kind of undercuts it slightly.
Everything gets Jones.
Yeah.
And look, Jim Ross, obviously at this stage, he's the dude you bring in to add a bit of gravitas to your most important matches. They do have some really great commentators on the books, though. Like Ian Riccaboni is
so
tremendous. But I understand that he doesn't really... I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Ian Riccaboni, or people close to him. I understand that he likes the family life and he doesn't want to be on the road all the time.
Yeah.
Can't hate that. I believe people have tried to get him full time. Like,
I wouldn't be surprised. I think
he's just like, hey, I like my life. I got a good life. I like my family. I like my job. This is a good balance.
Also, it's quite nice, actually, the more I think about it, I haven't realised this before, to have Nigel McGuinness on one show and Bryan on the other.
Oh, wait till we get them on the same show for, after 3 months. And just have a bickering night.
Just throwing stuff at each other on commentary.
And also, the angle in about 6 months' time when a heel just pushes Bryan too far and he gets up from the booth and kicks their ass is going to rock.
Yeah, so. It's the conduit, isn't it, long-term, in sense. But
Danielson rules.
I think he's going to be a really great addition. A really good addition to commentary going forward. We've already seen what he can do, like you say, at Forbidden Door and on the Glasgow Dynamite that we had. I'm intrigued to see what happens. Just a quick story about Excalibur, actually. Shout out to Nigel McGuinness. He was part of Sweet Chin Disco when we had shows in Glasgow and in London. And in London, Nana and Swerve were there, obviously, and they brought loads of their mates. Yep. Fantastic to have everyone there. Daniel Garcia having a dance-off on stage. And I was sort of rushing around all over the place. And people were like, oh, can you make sure so-and-so can get in? Miller came along for a bit and what have you, Hamflet and his cousin Nick. And someone was like, Excalibur's here. And I ran down to the front door. And for some reason, I was looking around for a guy in a mask. Where is he then? I can't see him.
Yeah, no, he's not. What are you talking about?
Thanks to Excalibur and all the AEW gang to come with Sweet Chin Disco. But yeah, really excited to see how Danielson does going forward on Dynamite tonight. If you want a preview for that, What Culture Wrestling podcast later on today.
Get on the bus with your day saver and you will be fine.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this.
But yeah, what's going on with Stephanie Vaquer? We'll tell you later on today in the afternoon.
Yeah, right here we've got a big old bumper collection of ruthless aggression stuff right for you. It's a long one. Stick it on, make yourself a coffee, grab some popcorn, and you too should get on the bus with your day saver. I don't know if I can say the next part of that song. Because you're in the substances being consumed are not for the news.
No, but it's a tight rhyme, so check that out as well. But check this out first. Give it a click.
Tell him, Ginger Joe.
Bye.
Bye.